He was such a great teacher, but not just in the sense that he taught me amazing pieces of information, but that he had so many effective teaching strategies. Some were traditional, but some were very different than the normal. Maybe that's why we got along so well. I can still remember walking into that classroom every day, even though it's many, many years ago. I can remember walking down the hallways, seeing all of the elementary school teachers dressed up, their ties tight, and their dresses freshly washed. But then I would arrive at my classroom, and there I would see Ben Weiss. His ripped jeans, a polo shirt, and his sandals on. Some would perceive this as very unprofessional, but spend a day in Ben's classroom, and you'll see that the word to describe his classroom is far from unprofessional. Every student in the classroom feels comfortable, feels appreciated, and supported and ready to learn. After all, isn't that what makes an effective classroom? There were a few different occasions that stick out in my brain stronger than any of my birthdays. I was brought up playing golf all throughout my life, and I was very good for my age as an elementary schooler. You can imagine my excitement to bring my clubs in and show the other kids. But the funny thing was, when I brought my clubs in, it wasn't the students who were interested, it was Ben. We went out to the field during lunchtime, and I gave him small golf lessons. For the first time in my life, I was put on the teaching side. I was the instructor, and I couldn't have felt more big and powerful. As I think back on that moment, maybe I actually wasn't teaching Ben anything about golf that he didn't already know. But at the time, I didn't know that, and he never let me know that. At the end of the year, no one wanted to leave the classroom that we had grown so excited to arrive at every morning. Ben knew this and spent a lot of time talking about transition to the high school and how we would still be there to visit him. Ben had a big metal desk that his computer sat on in the classroom, which he allowed all the students at the end of the year to sign and white out as they left for the summer. This gave us a feeling that we left our mark. But now that I think back on this moment, maybe it was Ben who actually left his mark with us. That brings us to present day, a student at Roger Williams University going after his teaching degree. As I think back, I wonder if I had been placed in a different classroom for 5th and 6th grade, would I be where I am now? Probably, but I know that I would not have the knowledge of what makes an effective role model without the support from Ben. I have begun to go back to his classroom during winter break so I can observe and hang out in the classroom. On one observation visit, I entered the classroom, and to my surprise, when I walked into the classroom, there was the big metal desk, now full of signatures and notes from past students. Ben now has had hundreds of students since my class, but I know that every student that walks in there each day still gets the same feeling that they're ready to learn that I got every day when I walked into his classroom.